Hello gentlemen, Steve Beeson here with American Iron Works. We've recently introduced a new product, our double cable choker, and one of the benefits to the double cable choker is that it will squeeze in on this hose during a failure. For years and years we've sold the hobble clamp. This here is the hinge style, and we build the hobble clamp to where it's 3 times API's minimum standard of 16,000. But one of the issues is we're finding in the field that the end users are not installing those hobble clamps correctly. And it is critical to secure these hoses that clamp is installed correctly. We do not want to install the hobble clamp in this area right here up against this wedge fitting, and we do not want to install it in this area here. API says that we have to be a minimum of 10 inches of rubber showing. So we're going to install that hobble clamp. We will be putting the hobble clamp on like this right here, to where you have 10 inches of rubber, and you can go all the way up to 18 inches. But we lost a hose last week and had a near miss, and that's why I've been addressing this hobble clamp placement on a lot of my posts and my LinkedIn's. It's just unacceptable that we have accidents like that. Nobody was injured, but we do not want to have a hobble clamp placed in this area right here. There's engineering reasons why. We can have a failure up in the fitting area and it would be fine here, but if we have an instance where this hose, the hydraulics out of this fitting, that hobble clamp will not hold when it's right up against this. It has to have the 10 inches of space. So if you have hobble clamps on your location, please make sure that we have 10 inches of rubber showing between that clamp and that fitting. And on overhead hoses, I recommend using our new double style cable choker. We're going to perform a pull test this morning with this hose here soaked in oil. We've done many of them dry, and it just really does a tremendous job. It'll pull 48,000 pounds on that hose, which is more than what the hobble clamp will perform. But anyway, we'll do a little test this morning and see how it reacts. If you'll notice on this double cable choker, one of the legs is longer than the other. You will always want to install the long leg first because it's going to go farther up on the hose. So guys, if you'll help me do a little demonstration here. And again, the longer leg first, just expand your loop out. Place it anywhere until you get your second loop installed. You want to place the long loop at 22 inches. Place the second loop at 10 inches. Take your thimble area right here and come up and attach it to your top drive. That's all it takes. Morning men, Steve here with American Iron Works. As part of the proof testing on all new designs, we try to think of all the different scenarios that may be in place, and on the test that we're performing this morning, we're demonstrating the gripping ability on our double cable choker, and we're trying to simulate an oil-based bud on the hose to make sure that the choker will still pull in on the hose. So we've taken our vibrator hose here and we've soaked it with oil underneath the placements of our 2 loops, and we're going to do a little pull test and see how well the gripping action will pull in when it is soaked in oil. Here we go. Okay, we pulled 20,000 pounds right there, and it didn't slip any at all. So the oil being underneath the choker will really not affect it. I feel very comfortable with that.